What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Caleb coming to you with another game analysis. I'm going to talk to you about the game 4 between the San Antonio Spurs and Houston Rockets that has just went final. Houston 125, Spurs 104. Houston ties the series at 2 apiece with game 5 on Tuesday night in San Antonio. Obviously, big news. Nene, the big man coming off the bench for San Antonio, for Houston, hurt his groin, and they say he went to a facility. I think they say he hurt. I think he hurt it on a dunk. Groin, man, that's tough. That's tough, and you know, Nene is like their best scoring big man. I mean, Capella's gotten off in this series, but that's because of the 3-point shooting for Houston. Well, he got off in game 1, but that was because the shooting for Houston was so good from 3 that it left Capella in there with one-on-one, and Capella was able to muster up some offense. But losing Nene is huge for Houston, depending on what happens with him. The rest of the series is going to be tough for Houston to win without him. They might be able to get past San Antonio, but I don't know about getting past Golden State, without Nene. Nene is a huge part of that Rockets team. That bench that comes off, that bench that comes into the game to spell Harden and really put up points, without him. Speaking of the bench and speaking of other guys stepping up, that was what Houston did not have in Game 3. Of course, Harden had 43 points, but he took a lot of shots in that game. I think he was kind of trying to make up for the Game 2 for his Game 2 bad shooting night. I mean, he may have 43 points, but really wasn't effective, and neither was his supporting cast. I'm talking about Ariza, Anderson, and even Lou Williams and Eric Gordon, and Patrick Beverly, who basically won the Oklahoma City series. When they took over when Harden was on the bench, they didn't even have a good game in Game 3. But tonight, Houston bounces back. Again, Harden has 28 points at 10 of 18 shooting, 6 of 9 from 3-point range. Huge. I mean, the 3-point shooting was the difference again for Houston. There were 19 of 43. Remember they shot 50 attempts in Game 2. Game 1 when they won in San Antonio. Made 22 of them. Tonight they shoot 43 3-pointers and they make 19 of them. Like I say, James Harden goes 6 of 9 from 3-point range. Houston only took 10 free throw shots as a team. I mean, that's amazing that Houston still was able to win this game, even with only taking 10 free throw shots, and then they went 5 of 10 at that. But Harden again with the big game, 28 points, 12 assists on the night. Got help from his other guys. Starting off with Ariza. Ariza has 16 on 7 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Also Ryan Anderson. He's been struggling shooting, but he had a good game tonight. 13 points off 3 of 7 shooting, 3 of 7 threes. Had 4 rebounds. Patrick Beverly lost his grandfather. I think it was earlier today or yesterday, but they showed a clip of him coming into the arena, very emotional. But he was still able to contribute. He had 10 points on 4 of 9 shooting, 6 assists on the night. Eric Gordon with a big game, big bounce back game. Only had 9 points in Game 3, but came back strong with 22 points here in Game 4. 8 of 13 shooting. And then Lou Williams had 13 off 6 of 15 shooting. Like I said, those guys really didn't step up for Houston in Game 3, but you know, they were able to step up here tonight. Like I said, that was one of my main things that about Houston winning this series. It would be those guys doing it, the supporting cast doing it again. You know, especially Lou Williams and Gordon off the bench, and especially Ariza, especially Beverly, getting it done offensively and defensively. And in the 2 wins they've had over San Antonio, that's what has happened. You know, those guys have really stepped up. Bobby Brown, I didn't know he was still in the league. 11 points off 5 of 7 shooting. That was a key contribution off the bench for Houston. Again, they tied the series at 2. Both teams have won on their home floor, and both teams have won on the opponent's home floor. So it's anybody's series right now. Looking at San Antonio, 2. I mean, it was basically better offense by Houston tonight. That was basically it. Kind of subpar games for Leonard and Aldridge, who had stepped up big time in Game 3's victory, with the absence of Tony Parker, who's out with a torn tendon, I believe, in his hamstring, or excuse me, a quad. I'm sorry. It's a big miss for them. That's a huge loss, especially with all his experience, the championship pedigree, 3-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge mountain to climb for San Antonio without him. You know, whether they get past the series or not, you know, they're going to miss him dearly. But again, Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge, subpar nights. 16 points. Both guys hitting 7 shots. Leonard finished with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and Aldridge finished with 5 rebounds. Jonathan Simmons was basically the leading scorer. He comes off the bench, gives him good defense too. But he finished with 17 points off 50% shooting, 6 of 12, 4 rebounds. Like I said, he was their leading scorer for the night. So, I mean, but just kind of a little bit of contribution from other guys, but not too much of anything. It's not a lot of times where you see Greg Popovich's San Antonio team without a 20-point scorer, you know. But tonight, it was all Houston. It was all Houston tonight, man. And like I said, it's anybody's series, man. Both teams have won on their home floor and the opponent's home floor. So this best of 3 is going to be pretty interesting. I'll stick with my pick of San Antonio in 7. Like I said, it came out flat the first game. Then they picked it up the next 2 games. But then obviously losing Tony Parker was a big issue. Even though they won Game 3, but Game 4 they come out flat again. But we'll see, man. Game 5 Tuesday night, I believe. And that's going to do it for this one. If you like this video, leave a like down below. Let me know what you thought about this series in the comment section. You know, subscribe and share. I appreciate every one of y'all watching my videos. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this video, I wish you nothing but positive vibes only. I'll see you in the next video.